It is Tuesday on Raid Shadow Legends, but you knew that. Now, Clan vs Clan is on, which means that you should be working, I should be working, but here I am making this, and there you are watching it, so let's just get on to it, shall we? So, I said I'd also review the epics alongside legendaries for the PRISM summon pool, so let's get started with it. First one is... how do I pronounce this? Anyway, she's kind of very baby Nishak, very small version of this guy, and honestly, like, for most parts, the reason you're going for her is because she's one of the epics for Lady Mikage fusion. Like, if you don't have one yet and you get her, then sure, but until then. Next is Lady Krillin, who, again, she's not the most exciting champion in the world. Like, another Lady Mikage fusion epic. I think most of them are here. Like, so I just point them out as it is. Burengiri, who is... I mean, he looks apart, definitely. A lot of a Shadowkin do. He's a kind of AoE stun, which is 60% chance, not the best in the world, but his main use is for Dreadhorn soloing, because this passive works even when the bombs explode. They deal 40% to him, he heals 50%, he doesn't die to the bombs, and then it's just slowly regeneration set, tanking away, and very gradually killing the boss itself. But apart from that, he's not the most exciting champion in the world. Like, sure, you defend your team somewhat, but you got better options. Mordecai, you can get him for free with new player codes, but he's got HP burn, which doesn't play as a hit at all, so good for any spider at all, including Nether Spider, because it won't trigger the counter attacks. But the rest of him is kind of... he uses this, then he exists for 3 turns, and yeah. Geomancer, I mean, you know what Geomancer does, I know what Geomancer does. Useless, HP burn on them, and bosses just kill themselves off reflect damage, because alongside his passive, it's basically the same as doing giant killer procs, but they are true damage because they completely ignore defense. Also, he has a completely better version of this legendary's A2, despite the fact that this is, well, a legendary from Doom Tower and Geomancer is merely a SHARD epic. Good going there, Plarium. Good going. Of course, other overlap card here is this as well. This actually is not bad in Hydra for 2 reasons. One, it's AoE and gives you War Master procs. And 2, if you have Shamal on your team, it will give you more turn meter off hitting Head of Torment. I mean, this is like one of those epics that you can have like 2 or maybe 3 of, depending on your Hydra teams. Like, yeah. All I'd say is, like, he should have been a supporter, not an attack. Like, these are all support skills, and all it does is mean that he's less tanky because he's an attack champion. Just reclassify him, please. Doom Priest, old but good champion. Automatically heals, or automatically cleanses. Pretty much walking passive. Put her in Relentless, give her some speed and durability. She's going to help you in quite lots of areas early on. Not Kraden. Skull Crusher. The only epic in the game who has ally protection, counter attack for your entire team, apart from himself, but honestly, his basic attack isn't much strong anyway. He kind of self-cleanses in a way, although if he's stunned, frozen, etc., he won't take his cooldowns down, so that's one thing, but like, the only other AoE counter attacks in the game are legendaries or even a mythical, so yeah. Great for clan boss. I mean, also good for things like Fire Knight early on. Like, yeah. Like, most of these epics have, like, some use in the game that isn't just, like, Lady Mikage fusion fodder. Kradan, like, he gives you... he's kind of free specialist. He is very good against hard mode Fire Knight. 3 hits on the shield, then that... this... books up to 65%, so it could easily freeze an entire team, and then has kind of very similar to Haikatun, etc. in terms of the A3, and 5%. I mean, now this, again, does work on hard mode Fire Knights, even if a freeze isn't actually placed, it gets removed immediately. Like this one's pretty good. Eshma, this one's kind of a cope champion. Like, okay, but most of the part you're just going to use her Lady Macago. Venom Mage, Cobra, like, was very good for the first rotation of Amias Lunar Archon because of how few heal reduction champs there were, but it's heal reduction and poisons, also these here, and I mean, this actually does add up. Like, it doesn't sound much, but it is. Also, this is one of the champions that can solo the Lizardman secret room in Doom Tower, so definitely worth building for that way. Just like regeneration, perception set, fearsome accuracy, decent resistance, and she'll very, very slowly but surely kill everything. Tragic Frog. He's actually got a very similar passive to Urost the Soul Cage, who is, again, another Doom Tower legendary, although this one isn't quite as bugged as Granjar is, who is a complete sad joke of a champion, and I don't know why he's in the game at all. Like, come on now. Like, I know he's a free legendary, but like, they can at least be somewhat used. Like, Sun Wukong is a free legendary, and look what happened there. Anyway, going back to Taragi. Again, like, Urost, he's got ally protection and defends your team. He's got a provoke, and now this can stack up to 100% pretty easily, and on a free turn this is not something to overlook, and decreased attack on the A1. Overall, actually very good epic. Like, I used him for not Doom Tower, Clan Boss a while back. I still have him, I rebuild him on occasion as I need him. Duke Pierced, I'm gonna say for the most part he's Affinity Shifted Stag Knight. Same thing, decreased attack and defense on the same skill. This honestly, you'll shut off half the time because it's just not as good as just like cutting someone's accuracy. And on auto, he'll prioritize this over his A2. So, but apart from that, like, he also hits decently hard from what I've found. Although you do have to build crit on him anyway, so I think that's probably my perception being warped now that way. Yugo, very, very good Hydra champion. Decreased defense, unblock buffs. I mean, this goes up to 100%, but you do need the sniper mastery against Hydra, because otherwise it goes to 75, Hydra's 95, there's extra 5% there. With this, he'll, like, this doesn't do a whole lot, honestly, in practice. But apart from that, you're probably going to be using this champ like the Hydra anyway, just between these two alone, because this heal does scale off her max HP. So, yeah. I have two of that champ builds. I mean, kind of like Fat War Maiden. I mean, like, has a better skill set than War Maiden and better stats, but pretty much same faction. It's going to do similar thing. Like, there's a bit of turn meter steal, but, and yeah. But, I mean, she's not the most exciting in the world, but it is what it is. Kaiden, strange looking guy, isn't he? Yeah, with some dark elf skins, I don't know what they're doing with them. He's got a revive. If you stack, he's a very simple champion in a way, but if you need him for like Dark Elves faction progression, then he's your guy. Also, apparently there's some guy on YouTube called Kaiden Gaming or something who does like 1v1s against arena defenses. It's kind of strange, but yeah. Seeker, yeah. I mean, this is still a very good A1. Like, he's used in Bat Eater, you can use him as a speed booster in Arena. He's got a pretty reliable provoke if you're going to try and manual him for Hydra. And he's got the same passive as Kyoku, who is another legendary. That seems to be a theme we're going into here, which is... Where is she? Where she is. Like, it seems to be a theme we're going into where epics have the same things as legendaries, even though legendary comes afterwards. I'm not quite sure about that, but yeah, I guess. She was in Call of the Arbiter, where it turns out that not all demons spawn are evil, some are just misunderstood. However, what has not been misunderstood is her left click. Forget these two skills, they don't exist. No one cares about them. Don't book her, it doesn't matter. Save your books. This will lock down pretty much any single target with an up to 75% and a turn meter cut. Like 37.5 against bosses later on, but that's still pretty good. Like, give us some crit, give us some lots of speed, and there you go. Like, allows your brother. Well, I can't say that being demonetized. Never mind. The larger faction wars progression, for the most part, not the most exciting champion world, but otherwise, you're building them for Lady Mikage, because, I mean, you have to, like, 5-star, 5 Ascension anyway, so you might as well use it in the meantime. And the Moonbeam. Now, this champion has the best passive in the game. Like, you say, like, Terrace passive, Home passive, no, this guy, he gets 2 speed for every enemy under leech. 2 speed, that's 1 more than 1. It's completely insane. I can't believe we made a champion with a passive like this. When he plays his own leech, it's like, wow, incredible. For anyone else, he's Mikage Fusion, but you knew that. Trumbo, honestly, he looks better than most Orc legendaries. Like, some Orc legendaries are just like this here, like, was this designed by, like, a 6-year-old? Why do you have, like, wings and this and a ponytail and high heels? Like, what is going on here? I mean, then again, bad skins have to exist because, well, reasons. Anyway, Trumbo, he's got a bit of a cleanse, some defense near team, the rest. Again, he's not the most exciting champion. There are better epics in this pool. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Eolfrig, he is not the main character. You press random on your Dragon's Dogma, which you probably haven't played because no one can play because, you know, the game barely works. And yeah, again, you're summoning him, then putting him to level 50, 5 stars with Lady Mikage. That's it. Visionary, I mean, I guess. I really can't think much to say of this one. Magnar. For a while, people said that he was a very hard-hitting HP-based champion. I mean, honestly, he's kind of okay in this regard. He's not terrible, but I mean, nowadays we have like real HP champions like Taras, Narcissus, etc. So you're probably not using this guy. I think the main issue is that you can't empower epics. Like, if you could, like, put this guy to +40 at a good soul for him, then sure, but like, he just like falls behind because epics can't be empowered. Fat Man, I mean, he's fat. His name says that he's fat. Like, I'm not insulting him. I'm stating his title. Like, he's mostly an ally attacker, but I mean, you will find him good for anything like Fire Knight. I mean, anything else, because he doesn't attack himself, but it doesn't matter too much. But this, I mean, 3 turns of crit rate and a 4-turn cooldown means you can build a lot of your champs with 70% crit rate. I still use him for hard mode Fire Knight. Like, it's kind of funny how, unless you really need like the extra hits, he makes Lunafro look like complete trash. I mean, okay, Legendary only gives you crit damage for 2 turns and then attacks everyone. And then there's Fat Man over here who gives it 3 turns and also increased crit rate. Like, and this guy was released before Lunafro, so that just goes to say something. Also, this is pretty decent, all things considered. Rat, post this Rat, has an incredible low defense stats. Like, even at 6 stars, like, this Rat is made of glass. You throw a bit of cheese at her, she's gonna fall over it and call for medic. I'm actually very good at single target, like, sort of very good at unkillable clan boss. Got high damage, high attack, poisons, decreased attack, defense weaken, etc. This does pretty much nothing, but I mean, current turn meter, like, just be max turn meter. Why have an extinction? But I mean, if you are like building like Bat Eater, like I mean, if you're going through it with this guy, then she's very good as a DPS of that. Phoenix, man with sword, but not to be confused with this man with sword, because this one is actually pretty good. He hits them with a sword, they die, they stay dead. And this actually hits very hard. Like, he makes even champs like Indie 3 Blood Twin not look the best in the world because of just how much more single damage this does. It's a double hitter as well, so this is honestly not terrible for like Hydro if you're using his like in like lower difficulties just for raw damage. Even though this doesn't box 100% for some reason. This is not a skill. Ignore it. No one saw this skill. You didn't. I didn't. I'm clicking back to this left click again, and but yeah. Good for Ice Golem or Anywhere where you really don't want enemies to keep reviving. Again, his weakness is the same as Magnar in how you can't empower him. So you can't, if you have like multiple copies of him, then you can't really use them all. Which is a shame. Like, just let us empower epics. Come on, it means you can sell epics again. It makes more money. Look, of course you people want money. Are you stupid? I mean, okay, they're probably smart than me, let's be honest. Anyway, last one. Steel Skull. Deceptively fast pig. This pig is fast. This pig sees a pig swirl, he runs over. The only people who run faster in terms of pigs are paid pigs when they see discounted primal shards. They want their mythicals, okay? Like, Snout's law. He poisons, he cleanses, he heals, he shields. Like, he's actually still pretty good. I end up using him for like Cursed City stages for Scarab because Scarab's weakness to poison and he doesn't do a whole lot of damage. But past that, he's a bit outdated in a way because this line goes up to like 35% with Sniper and Master Hexer. But apart from that, I mean, you can't ask for too much from epics nowadays. Like, ever since the whole Orogrim thing, they have dialed down most epics in general. So, in general, yeah, we're kind of done here. Lots of these are for the Lady Mikage fusion, which I have done a while ago. Many are actually practically useful, and then there are a few who are kind of duds. But honestly, it's late through Tuesday. If you're watching this, you either weren't spending anyway, and you want to hear my voice for some reason. I don't know why, and or you've already just bought a bunch and you want to see some of your purchase validated, which honestly, you do you. But yeah, that's all. See ya.